But I think my biggest strength was realizing that what we were blessed with our voices and our platform is for others. It's and it has the power to heal. It has the power to radiate,
tell
and
them.
you know, like it.
Tell them, guys.
And so I think understanding the power of this was my biggest asset.
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to What's Your Spark with your girl, Jordin Sparks. I am super, super excited for my guest today because I flew all the way across the world just to see him again. He won Australian Idol's inaugural season and was a judge on The Voice Australia from 2019 through 2024. He's a brilliant vocalist, a songwriter, a producer, a dad, a friend. And on top of that, he's a great human who always reaches out a hand to help others. Please welcome Guy Sebastian.
What an introduction. Oh, my God.
Did you like it?
I loved that. I love that you said it was gracious that we're doing it here in my studio.
Yeah.
That's very easy for me. I've had to go nowhere. I didn't have to get an Uber. I'm just
No, not at all, but it
here
is
at
your
home.
personal space.
Yeah,
so
but
you know.
I've wanted you to be here and hang out with me in Australia for so many years, and finally,
This is so lovely.
here we are.
This is so lovely. Got to see got a tour of the house. I'm in love with the dog, your kids, your wife. So
Little
I'm
Ronnie.
excited.
He loves company, little Ronnie.
Oh, he is just the cutest.
Yeah, so he's a spoodle, but I think you guys call him a cockapoo.
I
Is that
like
right?
Spoodle, actually.
Spoodle's
It's so much
better
fun
than
to
cockapoo,
say.
I think. Yeah.
I want to burn a doodle, actually. So we'll be in the doodle family.
What's
eventually.
that?
It's like a Bernese mountain dog and
Wow.
a poodle.
And a
so
poodle.
they're kind of big. It's like an extra large one of yours.
Yeah. I love it.
So maybe one day I don't know how it is about getting them over here, but okay.
It's a rigmarole.
I'm sure it's crazy. I would love just for the audience who might not know, take us back to the beginning, if that's okay. Did you always know you had this voice? Was this something that was found later on as a kid?
I was really young. I think but you don't know until it's tested, right?
Of course,
So I would sit by the radio, just like listening to every Wanye ad-lib. And
Yes, come on. Shout out to Wanye.
Like Eric Benet, Brian McKnight. Like I grew up on all of those really
Solid
great
R&B,
singers.
yes.
Yeah. And I've just been influenced by some older soul as well. Like my dad, he had like Otis Redding and Sam Cooke and all of those.
Sam, I love Sam.
Yeah, so I was really spoiled with having soul music around. And they shaped me a lot. And so I would practice every run until I could do it, you know,
nailed it.
like,
I do that too.
Yeah, and it's
Still.
hours, 4 or 5 hours, my poor parents. And then I guess it was in school, that was the first time, because I sang in church but before singing in church, I sung for the first time in like a chapel service at school. So I was in the chapel band and I played drums, and then finally I sung, and no one really knew I sung.
Yeah.
And I played a lot of sport growing up. So all I was thinking is, you know, what are the boys going to think, you know, because it's a different time back then where there was no YouTube and all of that sort of stuff. So it wasn't really a thing in Australia to be a male like R&B singer, you know, singing love songs and singing, you know, like it just wasn't really a thing. So I was a bit scared at the reaction. And, but I remember I sung One Sweet Day.
Of course.
And at the end I've looked up and like my friends and the teachers are emotional and they're like super into it. And so I think that was the first time where I was like, oh, maybe I'm good. Like maybe I got something. And so then just started singing at church and you know, sort of cut my teeth at church. It was the best training ground for me.
You know, we have a lot of similarities, actually. I feel like as you were saying that, I was like, that's really similar to how I kind of found out. Like people would be like, oh, you're so good. But when you're a little kid, everybody says that to you, you know?
Yeah,
so it wasn't until I was about 7 that I kind of was like, oh, my voice is actually...
That's young.
It was very young.
You knew at 7.
I knew that this was what I was going to do. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I was like, I'm going to be a singer. Like,
wow.
That's it. But I did the same thing, you know, was singing in front of parents and then at church and in school and then getting on to bigger competitions.
Yes.
As you know.
Well, we both did Idol.
Yes.
Obviously, yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, so speaking as a part of the American Idol alumni family, you know, what was going through your head when you were standing in that audition line? Because I know we always talk about everybody's experience is different with shows like that because everybody deals with pressure in a different way. But when you were in line, like what was your thought?
My only thought, because it was the very first Idol here, was 2003, and I didn't know really what I was signing up to, and I'd seen a show that's similar to it called Pop Stars, and everybody could dance, and they were all really good looking. I was this kind of chubby, like afro head, like strange looking kid, and but I loved singing, and so all I was thinking of is that person's like so much better looking than me, and so much like they can dance, and I wasn't even thinking about my vocal ability in comparison to them. I was just thinking, I think because I had gone to the record labels and I'd given my demo CD, and the feedback was always, you don't have the look. And so I think maybe that got, it's sort of embedded in me that well, maybe I'll just be a producer or be a songwriter or something else, and because I can't change how I look. And so I feel like Idol, there's people that love and hate reality TV, and we've probably copped the best and the worst of people's opinions. And but one thing I will say about Idol is I do believe it played a big role in redefining what a pop star looked like, or even just a rock star, and
because it could be anyone.
And when you have a show where people are just getting up and singing a cappella, it doesn't really matter how beautiful you are if you look like a catwalk model or not. It's kind of cringe if you're really bad. And so we saw so many people come through that process that weren't your traditional looking sort of pop star or singer. And then you started to see this real shift in the industry post-Idol. Like there was a lot of artists where people were like, oh, I don't care what they look like. It was, so I think it was instrumental in that. But for me, it absolutely changed my life. But I was extremely nervous. I sung Ribbon in the Sky.
Oh, yes.
What did you sing?
Beautiful song. I did Because You Love Me. Celine Dion.
Yes.
Come on, we picked like the two biggest singers to try and audition with. Like, what were we thinking?
But it worked out. Were you crazy nervous?
I was more like, I was anxious just to do the audition, but I was so excited to just be a part of the process because I had been watching it at the time when I auditioned. There had already been 5 seasons. So it was it was rolling. It was at its peak. Like it was crazy. And so I was more excited to audition than to get my driver's license, to be honest. I was like, when can I audition for this show?
Who were the judges?
The original. So it was Brandy, Paula, and Simon.
Oh my God.
Everything shifted after that. So it was wild. I do remember thinking though, like, because you see the auditions when you're kind of watching. I guess for you, it was the first season, so it was a little bit different. But for me, I was watching on the show and saw everybody waiting in line, and you don't realize how many people that is until you're standing there.
And how long you're standing there for.
How long the day. Oh my goodness. And when I first auditioned, we drove from Phoenix to LA to audition at the Rose Bowl and to be there. I think I was in line at 2 a.m. and you're not really thinking like save your voice, because I wasn't at the time. I was singing with anybody who would listen, you know? You never know who's around the corner. I was like, they could be listening to me right now. But it was an extremely crazy, wild experience. Like as things were going, personal life is kind of imploding. And did you have kind of a crazy moment? Like what was your experience overall? Because a few on my season who were just like, probably wouldn't do that again or don't like to talk about it. And I was just like, I mean, I had a good time.
I Australia is a really unique industry here. It's a smaller country, and it's a very it's very unique in, and I even remember when we toured together, there was one point where you pulled me aside and you were like, yo guy, you need to like big yourself up more, man. Like you need to I think we did some interviews and stuff.
What did I say?
No. It was like it was a really great example of the difference in our cultures. And over here, when you're an artist and you have a new project and you've worked hard on this album, most artists are like, yeah, no, it's all right. Yeah, no, I'm happy with it. It's cool, you know, it's cool.
Okay,
but
yeah.
you make up your mind.
Oh, of course.
Whereas in America, like you've got artists that are like, yo, this is the craziest thing.
The best thing I've ever
I've
made.
redefined the genre, man.
I'm of your mindset though, but you're so amazing. I think that's why I was like, your voice is like.
I think it's just because we're so used to not, you know, like bigging ourselves up.
Yeah, just like, here you go.
And I'm not saying like one is wrong and one is right.
Oh,
They're just like two very different cultures.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I do love that about America. Like I love that people just love to dream, and then when someone kills it, they're like, yo, how did you do that? Mm-hmm. And what do I need to do to be able to do that?
Everything is very like catch fire. Like once something hits, other people are like, I want to figure out how I can do that too.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So that was a really interesting moment for me being on tour with you.
Totally forgot it.
But I've never, ever, on Idol, I've never, ever said anything that would imply that I regret it or that I've outgrown it or that I'm like,
I feel the same.
Because I know I've got this internal confidence in not many things in life except for like I've done my hours.
You're hilarious. Yes, like, we've put in our 10,000 hours.
I have done my hours. I can sing and I can write and play and I can do my thing.
Yeah.
And I'm confident in that. And so I always look at Idol as this incredible springboard. Now, the first season here was huge. It was like, here's this multicultural, brown-skinned person that migrated to Australia versus, so the guy who I was up against, his name was Shannon Knoll. He's like this sheep shearing country boy with like an Aussie flag, like tattoo, like this real Aussie, you know, like, and so it really kind of divided the nation. It was sort of like, you know, it was really big, and it was new.
Country or R&B.
And so, and he's the most beautiful dude. We're still really close friends,
I love that.
But it was huge here. So I was so lucky, and for me, I've always, and I'm sure you feel the same way. It's the kindness of strangers thing that has always kept me so grateful.
Yeah.
Because people didn't know me, but they spent 55 cents.
Yeah, exactly.
Per vote.
They picked up their phone.
I meet people that are like, you would have no idea how big my phone bill was and my whole family.
I've gotten that too.
And I don't know that person yet. They went, I love what you do, and I want you to achieve your dreams, and I'm going to spend my own money.
That's how I feel.
I think it's a really beautiful way to enter the industry. So I've always been like, hey, whether it's Idol, whether it's like a battle of the bands or some other thing, or you're gigging and an A&R finds you, that's just the start. Like that's just you getting a bit of a boost. Like the TV thing is awesome because you get this exposure.
Absolutely.
And then it's up to the artist. It's been up to you. You know, you had the battlefields and the no-airs and like that's what sustained you. And this is.
I feel the same way. When people come up to me, I'm just like, wow. Like still, all I've ever wanted to do is make music that resonates with people. And so to be able to have someone come up and be like, I used your song for my wedding, or this was mine and my grandpa's song, or you helped me get through college or a breakup, like that is like, I could float for a week off of somebody saying that, because that's all I've wanted to do.
You know what makes me flip out still is when singers come up to me and they're like, yo, I copy all of your runs.
Yes.
You know, the first time someone said that to me, I burst into tears.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not joking.
I
actually burst into tears. I don't know why it affected me so much. And you know why? It's because I remember writing with Brian McKnight. I was at Firehouse Studios in Pasadena, and I met one of my heroes, and someone in your team actually ended up setting up that. He was the one that set up that session, Silas. And I remember saying that exact thing to Brian and then feeling like really stupid for saying it because I was like, oh man, did I come across
Should
like
I have said it? Yeah, yeah.
Because I was like, bro, if you had any idea how much I have like sat and try to figure out your chords and your runs, like I've spent so much time studying you.
Yes.
So it's such a treat to be working with you. And then after that, I was like, oh, no, I came on too strong. I was too like fangirl.
No, but I mean, like it's such a beautiful thing, like especially now because we've been doing it for so long. Like at this point, it's like there are kids out there who have listened to us the same way we listen to.
I'm their Brian McKnight. You know, that freaks me freaks me out a bit.
No, it's just it's incredible. It's like so cool to be able to share this with you because it's such a unique thing. Like the industry is big, but it's small. There aren't a lot of us. There aren't very many like singers that are still. I mean, there are, but in comparison to so much music, like it's kind of not a rare thing, but it's so cool to see somebody who kind of has the same ear and is like you understand what it takes to get those runs and to memorize them. And so for somebody else to say it to us, it's just like, whoa, okay, acknowledged. Thank you. You know? Okay. So I actually want to know this. Let's go back to when you first wrote Art of Love.
Yes.
And the collaboration, like, what sparked that conversation for me to be on the song, and who else was like in the running to be on the song with you?
So that's a great question. I wrote this song with a friend of mine, Adam Riley, and Adam, and you met Adam in LA when we recorded your vocals. Sweetest guy. And I hadn't worked with Adam since my first record.
Okay.
And we were like, dude, let's catch up. Like it's been so long. Let's get together and write. And that was the song that came out of the session.
I love it. I love that.
And I love Adam. He writes really great, heartfelt stuff. So whenever I'm like co-writing,
Art of Love.
Yes,
like,
I know.
So beautiful.
I know. I was just like, oh man, I really want to hit like something that's just going to be a big sing, but also just hits the feels and you know, and so I had kind of some ideas around the theme. Like I'm a little bit broken and I don't know if I'm good at this thing. But I know I love you and I know that I want to do anything I can to get it right, you know, and so that was the theme around trying to perfect the art of love. But be patient if I'm if I get it wrong, and so we wrote the song. Always you were the dream to get on there. And then I think I had asked a local artist, Jess Malboy. I don't know if you've heard Jess Malboy sing.
I think I have.
You should definitely hear her.
She's like
her singing is crazy.
I'm excited.
She was on Idol too.
Okay, I had to have.
She's a huge artist here in Australia, and
forgive me, Jess.
No. But you will flip out over her voice. She's crazy. R&B, like really, really great voice. So I'd asked Jess and for some reason that fell over with her. Her manager was kind of weird about it. And then I asked you, and then I don't know how it came about. I don't know how you found out about the song.
It was so long ago, I don't even remember. I just remember hearing it and going, yes, I want to put my voice on that. Like that is something I want to sing.
And it's still a song that, like, I'm about to tour next year, and people will be mad if I don't sing it. You know, like this is so much longer after, and people just love it. And to get to sing this with you the other night was
it was magical.
It was honestly, it was awesome. And I nearly choked up. People are going to think I'll cry over anything, but
that's okay. It's important,
you know, because I didn't realize that was the first time that we've sung it here. Because I've got memories of singing it with you, but that was mainly on your tour.
It was in the US.
And so we had, and you said you had appendicitis. We were supposed to sing it at our Grammys over here, the Arias, and
I was sick.
Was
sick because I couldn't make it. I tried. I was like, is there a way that we can I can fix it over there?
No,
and they were like, you're about to be on an 18-hour flight. No,
I've had appendicitis. Mine burst.
It was the worst.
You're not going to Australia.
No, they were like, you're not going. I felt so bad though, because we were going to perform it. And I just was like,
it's okay.
And then I remembered watching the clip of you performing it. It's just me in the background on the music video. And I was like,
Oh, is that how I ended up doing it? How
like,
funny. Hey, at least you were irreplaceable that we weren't, you know.
I was there in spirit. But yeah, it was the first time the other day that we got to sing it here. And so that was a real treat for me as well.
It was cool.
I was not expecting, I mean, I don't know what I was expecting, but I figured that there'd be people there. But, you know, I'm the opener. It's early.
Yeah, there was 20-something thousand people there.
Blown away. They were singing every word.
But that was a good bill. Like, there was 6 artists.
Yes.
Mariah, like
Pitbull. Come on. Like,
and the fact that they're like, we cannot miss Jordin. That's testament.
I was like, thank you. And then literally I could just put the mic out and they sang every word. I pretty much could have just put it out there. I was blown away in the best way.
For those listening, I jumped up on Jordin's in Jordin's set here in Sydney, and I've been receiving a lot of abuse from people that were in Brisbane the night before because they're like, why did you do Sydney and not Brisbane?
Anywhere else.
We got ripped off.
I know, poor babies. Sorry, guys. You know, scheduling, things like that. But don't worry, I'm going to definitely be back much sooner than it was to take me to get here this time.
Yeah, you got to come back. They love you here.
But currently, right now we're on a little tour called Fridays Live, and so I'm on a lineup doing that, and it's been really, really fun. And I knew when they reached out, they were like, well, you know, we've got a 15-20 minute slot. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Please just bring me out there.
I got to say, when you like it's pretty cool going to different parts of the world and especially not being there for that long.
Yeah.
Like it would have felt pretty awesome. Especially there was this moment because I had you in my ears.
Yes.
I was waiting backstage. So
I was like, he's judging me.
No, I had you so clear in my ears, like in my monitors, and I was just enjoying. The thing I kept saying was, she is so accurate. She is so bang in the middle of them.
Acknowledge. Thank you so much.
But when they started singing Battlefield back to you, that tens of thousands of people,
oh my God,
they were that song.
It was like, like a wave coming up.
That was a really cool moment.
It was amazing. I'm so grateful. This has just been the best. And again, thank you so much for sitting down with me, even though it's at your space.
No, it's a pleasure.
I wanted to talk, and it's okay if you don't want to, but I know you've had a trying time physically this year, and you've kind of documented it on social media. So how are you feeling now? How are things going?
I'm good now.
Okay,
I'm good now. I had a gig last night on the Gold Coast, and it was fine. Like I was dancing around, and it was a bit of a party set. So I'm feeling back. I've had 3 surgeries, and I'll literally talk about anything. By the way, there is sort of
nothing. I just
want
to make sure you know.
No, there is like nothing that's super, you know.
Yeah, I'm an open book too. Yeah, so I get
it. But I feel good. I was playing football. We've got a thing called AFL here in Australia, like NFL. Yep. We've got our own. It's there's no padding, and it's a. You know, people can look it up on YouTube or whatever, like AFL. I was playing that thinking I was still 22 years old, and Mike, our publicist from Sony, who is just in the background over there, he's just cringing a little bit.
He's like, why did we do this? Why did we do it?
It was like a radio thing, right? But it was an actual game. It was like a proper game, not like a celebrity game. It was an actual football game between 2 clubs, and this really famous football player here was filling in because this one club had not. Like they couldn't win. They just were losing every week. So he's like, I'll fill in for you. And this guy's a giant and he's like a really great football player. Yeah. So we did end up winning, but I sung at halftime and then I played the game too. So it was the last quarter and I was thinking like somebody's going to take me out, you know, because, you know, guys are weird. The guys are like, I want to be the dude that like knocked out guys. Sebastian.
Yeah, exactly.
But everyone was really nice. And it was just me taking off, trying to just run. Like no one was involved. And I thought someone like had a baseball bat and just cracked me in the back of my leg. But no, it was just my Achilles exploding.
Oh my gosh.
And I needed surgery, and I'm good now. I'm not like limping, or I can't run yet, but I'm like walking 10Ks and stuff. And then I had a couple of spinal surgeries just a few weeks ago. That sucked. That was like all nerve.
Yeah, well, because you said the first one didn't.
The first one, it's just like I re-herniated straight away, and it was like 40% worse. So it can happen. It was like I had the best surgeon, and everybody's guy's the best. I had the surgery done. They like drill a hole into your spine and then like shave the disc away.
Oh my goodness!
But I woke up and I was not better. I was in terrible pain, the shooting nerve pain, and I at that stage I've been having that for quite a long time.
Oh, I know the pain.
And it just needed to be over. And so after almost a week, they were like, "Hey, this is weird. It's not going away. We need to get some more MRI scans done."
Back in there.
They looked at it and they were like, "Oh, we're getting you in the morning," and they did another one.
So you're just gonna stay overnight?
Yeah, yes.
Oh my gosh!
But I'm good now. Like, it was
so
after
glad.
5 days, all the feeling came back. It was like,
oh, that's good. I bet the relief was
felt like a miraculous relief.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. And now I'm good. Yeah.
I'm so happy. We were talking about it on stage. I had a crazy year as well. And like, it just was the nerve pain. I was dealing with teeth stuff. And so it went straight to my brain. And like, it was just wild. But
I've heard that's crazy. And your ankle's good.
Ankle is good. Yeah. Same thing. It's like not the same as it was before, but I'm like, I'm still good. And
it take a little longer to recover, you know?
Just a little bit. We've arrived. Yeah, we've come to that point. So because we've been doing it for so long and you've had such a lovely long career, how do you deal with like unexpected experiences and things that don't go your way, or surgeries that don't go and you have to go again? Like, how do you push through and persevere? Because I feel like, again, with all of our different experiences, we all kind of draw from different things to bring us that strength. So what is that for you?
Well, I feel like it's a really unique position to be in, being a public person. I feel like there's a lot of weight you carry. There's a lot of expectation. Yes. And you feel like if you fail, there's a lot of collateral damage. And so, there's people that work in my team. There's a band, there's crew, there's my children, there's my wife, there's just and then of course the fans who are along for the ride, and you don't want to let them down either. So you're sort of carrying all this weight, and then when you realize, oh my goodness, I'm really not immortal. And I think all of those surgeries and injuries this year, it really did remind me that like, the things that truly do matter, I need to hold dear. And I think a lot of my physical injuries have come from a lot of the mental stress.
Holding on to it, it'll manifest.
Yeah. And I think over the last few years, I've been through court cases with ex-managers, and I've been through, losing people that I love. And there's just been this, I feel like there's been this stuff that I've been holding, and it's just come out through my body,
physically, for sure.
So I think I grew up with the faith as well. Like, I grew up in church, and for me, that was a really unique transition into being a secular singer.
Yeah, the world. I understand completely.
And you I'm sure you get that, but it was like a Pentecostal style church.
Okay.
And I served in the band for years and years and years, like since I was little. Mornings. Yeah. And I loved it. I had the best friends, still do. I met my wife there. Like, it was the coolest upbringing. Like, I had the best time at church. I would sing like multiple times a week. I'd be at the entertainment center. I'd be touring. Like, we toured the US. I was in this band, cool. And it was awesome. Like, to really get my, like, this is my gift, and I got here's this vehicle that I get to do it, and I get. But I think the best thing it taught me was what I need to use my gift for, because that was the strangest thing for me mentally, to flip from my gift representing at church, it being a vessel to just usher people into a place of peace.
Yeah, of worship.
Whatever has gone on in your life this week, like I'm part of this band and this worship band and like it's all for others. It's not to glorify myself. And then you become an artist and you're doing autographs.
Everything's about
and
you.
Everything is
Everything.
about, and you're doing interviews and you're answering questions about you and you're not talking about.
It feels awkward still sometimes for me.
I think for me the biggest transition was that pivot. But I think my biggest strength was realizing that what we're blessed with our voices and our platform is for others. It's and it has the power to heal. It has the power to radiate
tell
and
them.
You know, like it.
Tell them, guy.
And so I think understanding the power of this was my biggest asset as well. But it was also a real because you know I went through I went through a really tough journey where he's you know I was kind of almost hated by both sides. It was like
I get that.
You're
wasn't
in the middle. Good enough.
Yeah,
I wasn't spiritual enough, or I wouldn't like he doesn't talk about his faith enough, and he doesn't.
Right, you can't win.
But then you get all the bad labels of church as well from people who aren't into religion, and yet here I am down the middle where I'm not telling anybody else how to do their thing, and I'm not my whole thing is just to love people, and I don't know. I've just made a point to not.
How did you're like my twin. You were just born on the other side of the earth. Like, what? It's just so cool to talk because that's how I feel too. I talk about my voice and I know that I'm supposed to be singing songs that touch people and that can bring them to another space and can heal. Like, I know that my voice brings joy and that's what I need to be doing. So whenever I'm recording or I'm singing or I'm a part of something, my intention is always to just, as long as I touch one person, like that. Oh yeah, that's it. Like that's I've done what I'm supposed to do, and the fact that it's multiplied by so many people, I just got goosebumps. Like,
No,
it's wild.
True. It redefines purpose of what our gift is as well. And I feel like I've never really. I've been very, very blessed especially here in Australia. Like I've just released my 10th album here. And
congratulations, by the way. That's amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Diamond. Your diamond album.
Like that's not something I take for granted. I know that that's a privilege and you know, I've been on The Voice for 6 seasons and like I've
done it all, guys.
Like I've been really, really fortunate. I did have a point. I wasn't just saying like
no, you're okay.
Some statistics of how good I am.
No, you're good.
No, but I think one thing I'm grateful for is I've never been like a stats person.
Same.
Ever.
Same.
Like when
I just want to sing.
Well, to be honest, when I get a chart, my main driver is my whole team has worked so hard on this.
Yes.
Like my labels work so hard on this.
If I win, they win.
I want it for them.
Win. Yes.
But for me, I guess I'm old and now I've done it like for a while. Where now I think that's not what makes me tick. It's the people that share. And there's a song I might release that's like, oh, that's a failure. Didn't stream that one. That was a flop.
Right.
Oh, it wasn't to me because I got all of the. You guys didn't see the DMs. You guys didn't see all of the letters I got about that song. It touched those people. It helped those people. And sometimes it's not even a ballad. It can be just an up-tempo thing. But for some reason, it just clicks with these certain people. They're like, I play this every day. It just sets me on my right path for my mood. And like everything's got a purpose. And so I don't know. I think I'd be, if I was I've met a lot of artists that have come up to me that like big artists. And they're like, I still haven't broken, you know, your record here in Australia.
Yes.
And I was like, how do you even know that? They're like, oh, I'm going to get it though. But I did break this. And like they talk so big on numbers and I'm like, that's that's cool that's
it's just
their
a bonus
driver.
for me, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I think I've been doing it for a while now where it's like any win, I'm like,
Yes.
yes.
Still doing it.
I'll take
Still
it.
doing
Still
it.
have a job, yes.
Okay, no, wait. So this brings me, I'm glad you were saying all those stats because I'm going to try and do something right now. I need to give you your flowers, okay?
Okay, sure.
So I'm going to try and do this really, really quickly
Do
in
it.
one breath because it's a lot, guys, okay? Okay. Born in Malaysia and raised in Adelaide, Australia, Guy Sebastian has since released, after being on and winning Australian Idol in 2003, 11 top 10 albums, including 3 number ones. 8 have gained either platinum or multi-platinum certification. He has also achieved 23 top 20 singles, with 14 of them reaching the top 10, including 6 number ones. He's the only Australian male artist in Australian chart history to achieve 6 number 1 singles and places 3rd overall for Australian acts. 12 of his singles have been certified multi-platinum, including the 14 times platinum Battle Scars. His debut single, Angels Have Brought Me Here, was the highest selling song in the decade 2000 to 2009, with 82 platinum and 7 gold certifications and combined album and sales of over 6 million, which I think is 7 million now. He has the highest certifications of any Australian Idol contestant ever. That's a lot. You have done a lot. That's amazing.
Oh, thank you.
It's incredible.
I mean, it's crazy. When I think of me as a kid, and someone said, one day you'll be able to record an album, like one album.
Yes.
I'd have been like, no, what?
No way.
There's no way. And I've been able to do this for
it's
2
incredible.
decades.
And I understand what you're saying about like the stat stuff, because it's like, as long as I love the music, if I don't love my music, how do I expect anybody else to not, you know? And we put so much passion and blood, sweat, and tears and pain into the stuff that we write and joy and all of those other things. But it's just so cool to see, because I was like, I want to make sure that I had done my research and to ask you good things. It's been a long time since I've seen you. And I just was like reading it. And the longer I read, the more I just was like, I was blown away. It's amazing the things that you have achieved. And
I've been very, very, very fortunate.
It's incredible.
And I have worked really hard. Like I think about it and I'm like, when I think about, like, it's 20 something years and I think about how many breaks I've had, like there hasn't been many breaks, but also I kind of don't, like I'm very rarely in this position where I'm like, oh, I just want to get away from this. Like if I can spend 14 hours a day here, like I'm sweet. In this room, sitting in this chair, making music, like it's the best.
Sacred studio space right now. The vibes are great.
It's so good. Like I would have thought that after all of these years, I'd be a little, not bored of it, but that I don't know, that I love doing it more now than ever.
That's awesome.
And it's, I'm very lucky.
That's awesome. Okay, so with all those things I've listed, you definitely have credentials to judge people. So how was it being a mentor and a judge? Like, was it challenging, or was it kind of like you could do it in your sleep?
I loved it. It was easy, yeah. I would say that's the easiest gig I've ever had. Like putting on our tours and all
get to enjoy music all day.
And there's so much on your back as well, because it's your show, you're financing it, you're running it, like or writing an album, there's so much pressure. This is someone else's gig, and I just like hop in a red chair and push a red button and it's
that sounds nice.
Yeah, but I just love the gig because I know what it feels like, obviously, to be that person and to have that feeling of, I'm singing a Celine Dion song because I know that this shows everything of like it shows my range. I can belt and it's got the little like breathy bits. Like, so much thought has gone into it because they're like, this is my one chance to show all
2
of
minutes.
me. And I know that feeling. For me, it was ribbon in the sky. And so I'm watching
it's a unique point of view for sure.
Yeah, these artists like in their most vulnerable moment, and I'm feeling for them, like really feeling for them. But then my favorite thing to do is arranging and like actually mentoring. The voice is very different to Idol, where you're kind of thrown on to you, like you're on your own on Idol, like you're choosing the songs, and that's outfit, how it was for us. Yeah, and on The Voice, like you've got your mentor who's saying,
you
hey,
get a lot of good encouragement and help.
Yeah, so this is your song, and I've got this arrangement, and so I would do tracks in here I would always try and reimagine different songs, and I was very lucky with some of the singers I've worked. You should look some of the, like, because you always do a duet.
Okay.
There's like Bella, so Guy Sebastian and Bella, and then there's me and Johnny Manuel. Okay. Oh my gosh, look that up.
Okay,
like Johnny Manuel's voice. We sing a song called Black and Gold. Do you know that song? It's by an Australian, but I'm pretty sure it went worldwide.
Well, I'm going to know it after I look up this clip. I know that.
Look that one up.
Okay.
He's one of the craziest singers I've ever heard.
I love that. I love that.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
That's so cool. I often got asked if I would ever be a judge, and people asked me so soon after Idol, but I was like, I'm brand new. Like, I don't have anything. I'm like, I'm still growing and learning, and I still feel that way. I still feel very green. So I feel the same way you do about like the career. Like, I'm just like, I can't believe I get to do this. Yeah. Like, this is just so cool.
You would kill it though. Like, you'd be a great, you're so kind and empathetic, but you also get it, and you've done your time. Like, you've
And now at this point, I definitely have a lot. I have a lot to say, and I have a lot to give back. So I would definitely be willing to do something like that.
I love doing it. But it's those parts that surprise you. Is less than half of it is actually music. The other bit as a mentor is actually just helping their mind, like just being there to
deal with everything,
just to give them advice on, like, they're carrying so much hurt and pain. Some of these people have been in the industry for a while, and most of it is actually just like giving them hugs and therapy.
Because I mean, again, with the crazy industry, like, you only know if you've been in it, so it's like you can describe it as much as you want to somebody, but until you've like lived this, it's really hard.
It's horrendous. Oh my gosh, I can't even.
I understand.
It's horrendous, and whether you're in America or in Australia,
doesn't matter where you at in the world.
It was a shock. Like, it made me realize how sheltered I was. Like, I was so sheltered and had this thing of like, everyone's good and
everybody thinks
beautiful.
Like I do. Yes. No.
Wow.
No, there are some really shiesty people out there.
But then you lose yourself a little bit because you get too defensive, and then you learn to love people again and open your heart. It's a journey.
Too much. It's too That is crazy. I completely get it. I've been on that like roller coaster for a very long time, and I'm just like, I could be so bitter. Yeah, I could be, but I'm just like,
thank goodness we're not. It'd show in our music.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and also like, the experience has already tried to suck the joy out of my life. Like, I'm not gonna give into that.
No.
You guys can keep trying, but no. I am never going to be the one to be like, oh, okay, well, screw everyone. You know, like, no.
And I've got I've got two little boys now too.
Same.
Like,
I got a little boy too.
Yeah, I know. It's.
I have to bring them to come play.
Yes, they'd love it. Your boy would love it.
He would have jumped right out there with them. He could fit right in as a little third, little third Sebastian running around there. Okay, got to talk about it because I'm really excited. I was listening to it earlier. Please tell me about your new album, 100 Times Around the Sun. Why that title for this particular album?
100 Times Around the Sun, which is kind of, that's the saying of the life that we get. We do 100 laps around the sun if we're lucky. Yeah. I don't think I will live to 100. But, you've
done that many laps in the industry so far.
Yes,
so
exactly.
That makes sense.
But that was the title. It's one of the tracks on the album, but it's also, for me, it summarizes the whole concept of where I'm at artistically and personally. I think going through the various things I've gone through over the last few years, it's really taught me to the biggest lesson. And people ask you, what would you tell your 10 years
your younger self?
I know the answer to that now, and it is definitely centered around, hey, don't try and please everybody. Don't be everything to everyone. Be something to some people.
Yes.
And that's the biggest lesson I think I've learned is just I've wasted so much energy just trying to please everybody and make people that hate you regardless thinking you can change their mind or and so I now know the power of your people that community, that inner circle. And so, yeah, the song basically says, if I did this same life over and over again 1,000 times, I'd still want this same circle that I've got.
Yes,
and so, yeah, it's all about that. I've released a few songs off it here in Australia and already, but I'm about to release my favorite song off the record, which is a song called The Keys.
Okay.
I've got a song at the moment out at radio at the moment called Get It Done.
So good. And I love it when you get gritty. I was like, yes.
Yeah. So that's the current single. But yeah, I think my favorite one is The Keys. It's, you get to the end of a writing session and I had this, whenever I have a grand plan, like for a concept, it almost never happens. Like,
right.
Because it's sometimes so much easier to just write about a small idea. Whereas
and then fit the pieces together.
And then you fit the pieces and you somehow say it poetically. And like, but this idea that I had was like, okay, you met me at my worst. I was like this dilapidated, broken building that most people would walk past and say, oh, that's a write-off. Like that's a demolition job. But you saw something that was worth saving, and you rolled up your sleeves and you scribbled your name on the wet concrete in the pavement and you got to work and you built me up to be this thing that can now withstand any storm, and you believed in me, which is why you're the only person that gets the keys. And so it's a song called The Keys. And normally when I'm like...
Why am I verklempt? Like I have tears in my eyes. That's so beautiful.
Yeah, but then getting that in a song is so difficult. But I got to the end of this writing session and I looked at the guy I was writing. I was like, dude, we did this. Like we did it.
Yes.
This is exactly what I wanted. And
that's such a great feeling.
It's really pretty.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to playing that live. Definitely.
So it's about your lovely wife.
Yes. We've been together for a long time.
I know. It's so beautiful. I have questions about it, actually.
Yes.
I have questions. Let me skip. So it's been you're almost at 20 years, right? Married?
Married... Yeah, like 17 years or something married. We got married in 2008.
That was a great year.
When we were 6 years old.
Yep. Yeah. It was a great year. It was a great year. It takes a special person to like be with an artist and understand the life of an artist. Like, so how does she keep you grounded? How did she get the keys?
Look, I met Jules when I was 12. We got together when we sung at a friend's wedding. We sung what's the title? It's Brian McKnight and Mariah. Whenever you call.
Oh my gosh, beautiful.
It's a beautiful.
You sang that
ballad.
Together?
We sang that together. So Jules used to sing at church.
Okay.
She will not sing now. I try, like whenever she's at one of my shows, I'll introduce her as my next duet partner just to really mess with her.
Okay,
and I guess we started practicing that song, singing, that's right. The verse is, love on the inside, stronger than you, stronger than I. And then she comes in, and I added a big does a Mariah thing.
Just singing about love.
And we're just like looking at each other. And she tells a story that like, up until that point, I was kind of just an idiot to her. Like I would do anything for a laugh.
You were 12, right?
Yeah. I met her at 12. We actually got together when I was 18. And so up until that point, she kind of just looked at me as a dude who would do anything to get a laugh. Like, I was an idiot. And then she said...
What is life without laughter?
Yeah, I know. But she says I pulled up to her house because we were rehearsing for this wedding.
Right.
And it's the first time she sort of saw me in a suit. And she was like, oh...
You look nice.
Okay. He looks like a very dapper idiot, but he's. But that's the first time she noticed me, and then we were like best friends for a while, and then just decided it wasn't even like there was this big moment. We just kind of decided.
You just were.
We just were, and then we split up. She dumped me, and then I got famous, and she wanted me back. So. You know.
Life happens that way.
Like, no. That's not true. That is not true. She did dump me, but we started.
That part was true.
Oh, she broke my heart. I was gutted.
What were you doing, Guy? What happened?
I was honestly I wasn't ready for a girlfriend. I was like playing music and I was playing tons of sport.
She was like, call me when you're ready.
Yeah, thanks. and so she was over it.
Look, she knows her worth. I love that.
Yeah.
And look at where you are now.
And then we tried to get back together, but then Idol happened.
Okay, yeah.
And I moved to Sydney, and so we had a little break for a little while. It was, fairly long break in the end, and then I went back like tail between my legs, and I was like,
love me. I love you.
Do you still like me?
Do you still check yes or no, please? Check yes or no.
Will you go out with me? Did you guys say that? Will you go out with me? Yeah.
Steady. Oh my gosh. I mean, look, so with a marriage, myself and my husband just celebrated 8 years this past summer.
Wow, congrats.
Which is wild. Like time is flying. And every day isn't rainbows and butterflies, you know?
No,
so like,
no one's is.
What would you say creates and keeps a solid connection and a solid marriage? Like what is something that works for you guys? We sleep with separate blankets, so that works for us.
Talking. Like we talk like, and I'm the big reinforcer of talking through things.
Similar.
But I've had to become patient with the communication as well, because I'm good at whatever's going on in here and in here. I'm good at marrying that to come out.
Yeah, to get out at the moment.
I'm good at in the moment. And Jules isn't. Like she needs a second. Process. Yeah. And so
tell me in Dana.
But I'm a fixer, so I want to fix it in the moment, and I need an answer. Please. Like
so we don't have to deal with this.
I hate conflict. Can we just deal with it? And we don't fight a lot, if I'm being honest. Yeah. We're really good friends, but I mean, everyone goes through tons of ups and downs, but she's been pretty like solid. She's just solid.
So
she's
important.
A solid human being, just loving. So kind.
Aww.
Just my best friend. Like she's honestly like just my best friend. She like when something happens and it's interesting during the day, I'm like, I need to tell her like what's she gonna think? But we talk a lot.
I love that.
It's
really important. I mean, in that way, nothing gets lost in communication, and even if something does, you're able to come back together whenever the waiting period is over.
Yes.
I feel the same way. I'm a fixer too.
But how do you look into his eyes and stay mad? He is a beautiful man.
He is. It's so frustrating because I want to be mad and I'm just like...
He's a very strikingly beautiful man.
He is. Oh, yeah. It's this, you know what's funny? It's the same, like, we met and it kind of just... was like there wasn't we literally met for the first time at my front door of my home. Like God was like and I was like, thanks, this is great. But he's so funny, he's really solid as well. He's so helpful as well, and it's amazing to have somebody who really wants to see me elevate. Like because when we met, I was ready to just peace out. I was like, okay, Hollywood has been crazy because I dealt with some crazy stuff and was just like, I don't know if this is for me. I was about to move to Nashville to start like a 9-to-5 songwriting. And I was just like, I'll just do that. Like, and I'll be good with my friends and feel cats.
Rebuilt you as well.
He was like, where are you going and why are you running?
And you gave him the keys.
Yeah, he got the keys. And now we got a little mini me. I just held and printed him, but he's exactly like, his dad. But it's just like, it's really special. I'm so grateful to have the relationship that I have. And, I still feel like we're early in our marriage. Like 8 years is like a lot, but it's not at the same time because it went by so quickly.
And like having a kid as well.
Yeah.
Like it's like two people starting a whole new chapter.
Yes.
As new people. Yes. And you've still got to love that person. Like I know me being a parent, I'm like, I've had to find something else in me, yeah, you do. My whole perspective changed. Like, it wasn't just about me. Like, now
Absolutely.
what I do is for them. And if I do it badly, it
Yep.
like they
Yes.
suffer.
The pressure just gets that much more
Yeah.
immense with it. I actually wanted to ask you that because your sons are just so sweet. We had a blast while you were fixing everything up here. We were chatting and talking about all the things. And what is it like to have, we kind of touched on this at the show the other day, but what is it like to have kids that are interested in the same passion that you are? And like, how do you approach it? Because people are like, well, do you want him to sing? And I'm like, I think it's a gift for him to be able to have that because I know what it's done for me just by myself to be able to sing. I'm going to sing at some point during the day, whether somebody is in the audience or not. You know, it's in my bones.
Yeah.
And he's similar. So for me, I'm just like, if he wants to do that, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But like, how do you feel about all of it so cosmic?
I've always stuck to the same principle of, you know, I'm not going to pressure my kids to feel like inferior in a field that they're not good at. Like,
right.
And that they openly admit that they're not good at, that they've got challenges in. Like, why would I put all this pressure? For example, if I've got one kid that's not super academic, why am I going to put all this pressure for him to perform against other kids where academics just comes naturally to them, like, and it's easy for them and they enjoy it, and they like, you know, I've got one child that is obsessed with sport and he is the best time. He's so good with people and he's smart and he's just good at everything. You know, he picks up everything and he's good at golf. He's a good sportsman and then I've got my younger son who is more of a creative. And to be honest, if they weren't good, I would just say, look, and they wanted to sing or they wanted to be musicians, I would say, like, I would push them and say, well, if you want to do that, practice. Like, you got to practice and practice. But then now that my kids are, you know, they're kind of starting to grow up and, you know, their voice is going to break soon. And so one son, Archie, sings like me like 6 hours a day when I was that age. He reminds me of me. He's constantly trying runs and he's good. Like, he just hears harmonies.
The video we watched, I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, like he can do runs I couldn't do. No way I could do.
He holds
like
his hand like you. I love it so much. I was like, there he is.
But he feels it. I think when I record him right here, sitting right here, and I'm in the chair, and there's moments where like I've got tingles because I turn around and his eyes are closed and he's like feeling it, like it's coming from his soul.
Just a conduit.
He just can do it. Yes. You know, he's got that thing that you can't teach. And so I don't know, I feel like I've learned the lesson that if you've got to ride your kid, like, practice, do this when it comes to anything creative,
that like takes all the joy out of it.
And I don't think it's going to work for them. Like, if they're no one had to tell me to sing. No one had to tell you to sing.
No.
Like, no one had to be like, you know, go and do your practice. No one tells an amazing like piano player like practice. No one that then does it for a job and enjoys it still, you know, like I don't know.
Or eventually they're just like, after they turn 18, they're like, well, I don't have to do it anymore. Yes, you know, they are only doing it because
they kind of rebel.
Yeah, they're making
rebel. Yeah, I don't know. I've learned to just like, I'm going to reinforce the things that they're good at so that they feel special in a space, at least one space in their life, as opposed to feeling inferior in another. And
of course. No, I love that perspective. It's, I think it's really beautiful. I feel the same way. I'm like, I just want to make sure that whatever I'm doing right now, that my ceiling is DJ's floor.
Yeah.
So whatever's happening, he can decide to do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
And we can just be there to support him to do that. So I'm of the same mindset.
Yeah. I'm not going to be protective. I know the pitfalls and I know,
of course.
But it's same as so many other things. Like,
there's wolves everywhere.
Yes, exactly.
There's wolves everywhere.
They're out there.
Okay. So I ask everybody on the show, what's your spark? What lights you up? It can be, I mean, if it's obviously music, that can be it, or it can be something that maybe nobody really knows about you. Like, what is the thing that brings you joy? No, say it. Look at you laughing. You gotta say it.
I'm trying so hard not to say golf.
That's okay. Say it.
Trying
if that is
so
your
hard.
Look, you and my dad would get along because golf is my dad's spark. Okay, he loves all sports, but golf, man, he loves it.
I don't know what happened. Like my best friend plays golf, and he'd been trying for years to get me into it. And I'd play like once, twice a year, like Christmas, Easter, or something. And then suddenly I
clicked.
I got into it, and then I became sick. Like I've caught it like a virus or something.
Do you play the games too? Like you'll play golf, but do you play like games as well?
Not so much, okay, no. Okay. But
my dad was playing Tiger Woods like nobody's business.
Head, I am. Okay. Like in my head,
like
I'm
chess,
just always.
You're just like
I'm constant. Like I'm at the airport this morning, arriving from Brisbane, and I'm literally just like because I've had injuries, right, and so I'm about to start playing again, but I haven't played for a while, so.
Trying to make sure everything still works.
Yeah. Did we just lose a bunch of people? A bunch of people are like, oh, it's golf talk.
No, there's so many golf enthusiasts across the world. I mean, they're played everywhere.
Can I tell you though, like, I feel like there's a lot of people that are confused, especially why guys are so into golf. Mm-hmm. Guys suck at talking, like in general. Mm-hmm. They suck at talking to each other about anything that's substantial.
Yeah.
When you golf, you're like either in a car or you're walking for like 4 hours.
Yeah. It's the perfect place
But not only that, like you are sucking at golf. Like you are shanking like you can be playing with a billionaire or like playing with whoever. And both like everyone's hitting terrible shots. It's very humbling and it's a level playing field when you're on the golf course. Yeah. And then you just chat. Like I have deepened my male relationships, like my friendships. Like we're talking about things that they normally would never talk about.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know. I just think, where am I ever going to talk to Timbo, my mate, for 4 hours?
Right.
Never.
In a space that you can actually listen because it's taking so much time. And also it's quiet on a golf course.
It is, yeah.
It's quiet. There's not music. There's not a million other people like trying to distract you or TVs. Like you're focused on the game and you're focused on your friends.
Exactly.
So that's a really good point, actually.
Yeah, I love it. It's. I should have something deeper, but we've gone deep.
It's all about what brings you joy. That's the whole point.
Yeah, my spark is just having that like. I feel like it's just right now, I miss it so much because it's represented a real escape for me from everything, and I haven't been able to play for 7 months. So I'm like hanging to get back.
Oh my goodness. I got to give you my dad's number. You guys can talk golf all day long. Oh my gosh. Man, I love that so much. I guess, well, actually, I did want to ask you, you have pre-sale tickets up for your tour?
I do,
currently right now?
I do,
okay, I want to make sure everybody hears that.
Just added another show in Melbourne. So I'm playing at Margaret Court Arena in Melbourne. In Sydney, I'm at the ICC, and then I'm at Perth, I'm at the RAC. There's
everywhere.
There's, I think it's just normal tickets now.
Okay.
The pre-sale was for that show, but now I think that just they can
get
jump
it at
on
your website, correct?
On my website, yeah.
Let them know what
Sebastian, .com.
Perfect.
.au, I think.
Amazing.
Or guysebastian.com. What's my website, Mark? .com, just .com.
I always have to ask too. I'm like, what am I wearing? What's my thing again? And then a little birdie told me that you have a fragrance. I would love to talk about that because I got to do that many moons ago and I loved it.
Yes,
I loved
it was
the
awesome.
Process.
You just performed with Delta.
Yes.
A very, very
Shout out to Delta.
Loved artist here in Australia. Super talented.
That's my very Christmassy.
Yes. Well, she did a fragrance with a company called Chemist Warehouse. They're like huge over here and in other parts of the world, but they're really big in fragrance. Like and they approached me a few years ago to create. I firstly created a female fragrance. It was like called Embrace. Then I did Embrace Nights, but it was always the male fragrance that I was super nervous about because I am fragrance obsessed. I have been for a long time. And my dad was a geologist. He would sort of fly fly to an oil rig for a month, come home for a month, fly to an oil rig. He'd work in the Middle East, he'd work in parts of Asia, and he was always away, but then home for a month.
Yeah.
But I remember every time he would like put on his travel shirt and his suit, and he just smelled so good. And I'd watch my dad go to work on these oil rigs, and he had some really challenging times, just being him
and away and it's a lot.
And so but I just remember watching my dad going, oh, he really hates being in the middle of an ocean. I know he hates it, but he's doing that for us. Like he's going out there and he's like that. It's just that kind of real fatherhood thing. Just he was my hero. And so I always remembered smelling. He would his smell would linger, and it just was. I don't know. I found it so cool. Like he was such a good dad, and so he's I called the fragrance after him and worked on it for quite a while. But he's been battling cancer for the last little while, and he's doing well. He's like towards the back end of
sending good healing energy and vibes to Dad.
So I sort of surprised my dad and I called it Ive. His name's Ive, and Mum calls him Ive. So I called the fragrance Ive, and he loves it.
But that's what matters,
as
long as he loves it, we're good.
He loves the fragrance.
I love it. So the fragrance was inspired by what he smelled like when you put the notes together.
No, it's more me. Like it's my dad. He sort of wore Brut and like Dracar Noir and but as a kid I'm like, that smells so good.
Oh my gosh, it's so I'm gonna be a man one day and wear that.
But now I've gotten to travel a lot and Italy, parts of the Middle East, and I've got a big collection of fragrances just because I'm so
musky or woodsy.
I like your oody, woody, leather,
strong
tobacco, a lot of those kind of earthy, organic scents that are fairly strong.
I think you not wiped, but when I hugged you, I had right on me. I said, I smell something different. Like, what is that?
That's like an oody.
Like, who hugged me? And I was like, oh, it's Guy's cologne.
Yes.
It smells really good.
It's good. It's that one's a good one. It's called Ombre Nomade.
Ooh.
It's very nice. It's an LV one. It's really nice. But I'm so obsessed with it. So then I really wanted to get it right. And Ive is kind of a tobacco, bit of a leathery tobacco sort of scent. So that's my flavor, and it's my first one. I've released it. It's out through Chemist Warehouse. People like it so far, so that's good.
It's good. Yeah. Well, you guys heard it, so you guys need to go grab yourselves a bottle of that.
What did yours smell like?
So I did 3, which is it's just wild. Like, what is this life that we get to live? The first one was called Because of You, and I named it that for my fans.
Yes.
And I really like vanilla, and I do like floral, but I can't do really strongly floral scents. Yeah. So gardenias and jasmines, I can't do it. Kind of closes up my throat. So I wanted to add something I had scents of orange and citrus. It had a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of musk, and it was my favorite. It smelled so good.
Yes,
it smelled so good. The second one was called Fascinate, and that one was a little bit more. It was crazy because I was like, I don't really like what this smells like. And for some reason they were like, we're putting it out. And I was like, okay.
There you go.
And then the third one was called Ambition because of where I was at that point in my life. Great and that one was a little bit more, sophisticated and smart, business chic kind of moment. Yeah. But I love that because I felt the same way. Like my mom had beautiful bottles of perfumes on this mirrored tray growing up. And I just remember not wanting to touch them because I didn't want to break them, but I would smell them all the time. And my dad wore amazing colognes as well. And so for me, it's very visceral.
Yes. Did you find it hard to communicate that though? Like when you were making your own, because I did, it's a whole other language. Like if I'm in this world, I can articulate audio, I can talk about the EQ and there's too much compression. I can say what I need. I think smell, it's so difficult. I found it really difficult.
I think when they explained it, because you have the first note, you have the middle note, and you have the bass note, I was like, oh, okay. It clicked because I was like, okay, the first note obviously is the one you smell first. Yes. And then as the oxygen and everything mixes together, then you get the more heavier notes and tones. Yes. And so that that helped, I think, kind of describing it. I knew what perfumes that I really liked to mix together. So I think that helped them determine like what they could pull out.
Your thing
Because I was like, I don't know exactly what this is. And they were like, I think it's citrus. I said, that. Let's do that. So I definitely had a ton of help. But it was really fun. I think on Fascinate, I really couldn't describe what I didn't like about it, which I think was why they were like, we're going to go for it. Because I was like, I don't know what the thing is in here that's making me go, I don't know.
That's what you realize is it's how the complexity of, and then what, like if you, the agent that's acting like tonka bean, how that's stabilizing the musk that's
and
in
how
in
much
it
oil you have versus alcohol. Like it's a whole crazy process.
I was going to call one Linger. So the name was, because I've got a song with Lupe called Linger. Yes, I've got one called Linger too. No, it's funny thinking of the name because like I put that forward because I was like, yeah, my dad, like his scent would linger a lot. And
that's a great name.
Yeah, but then, marketing people in the company are like, sounds a bit like some weird dude like lingering in the corner, just like in the alleyway. I was like, good point. Now I can't unsee that.
Never mind.
I can't unsee that person now in my mind. Anyway, it was good.
I guess my final question, because we have done this for so long, like, where do you see, what's the vision for yourself in the next 10 years? Is there, because I don't know if slowing down is in your vocabulary. It seems not likely. But where do you see yourself in the next 10 years with you and your family and music? Because I kind of have an idea now more than I did before I was married. I was like, well, I'll just do music forever. And now I'm kind of just like, I want to do it differently. Like, I feel like there's going to be a shift at some point in the next couple of years because same as you, just been go, 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 go. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I'm at this point where, my kids are starting to grow up. They're like 13 and 11. And I have made a pretty conscious decision to stay here.
Yes.
And it was just a decision, I guess, that I'd organically made. It wasn't like
you saying that it seemed like it was it's an easy decision.
It was an easy decision, but I think so much of me is now really wanting to reach fans that haven't that I've sort of haven't really like got the opportunity to get over, and so I'm just like, my kids are 13 and 11. Like, if I go away now for a couple of weeks or a few weeks or whatever, it's sweet. Like, it's cool. It's a lot easier now. And so I just want to get to places. I just did a festival in the UK and I did a few gigs over there. And I've got to get to Asia and all these places. Like, I had songs that like blow up in like Netherlands. Like,
yes. That's how I feel too.
All these random places, yet I haven't really been. So my focus is just like,
you're really the same person.
I don't even care if there's 20 people in an audience. It's just like, I just want to go.
You just need to get there. Yeah. As long as we have the voice to sing, there are ears that are waiting to hear. So it's like, I feel the same way. I'm just like, I want to go global. I remember talking to Silas last year. He's like, well, what do you want to do? And I was like, I want to go international. I've been in the US. I've sang here a ton. Not that I don't want to do that, but I've never been able to reach the audience. Like, I've visited for promo stuff, but I've never had
all
shows.
Your songs have been crazy big everywhere.
So coming here has just been like,
I know, like, somewhere like Australia, when like Pink, I think, has probably earned more money in Australia than she has
anywhere else.
She is huge here. Like, Australia fell in love with Pink because, like, she just was coming here like
all the time,
constantly. And Australia's really, like, they really embrace that when people just make that like trip. It's a long trip, and
I didn't mind. I was like, get me there, just get me there.
Yeah, so I think you being here, I saw it firsthand. I saw 20-something thousand people. Why does those always feel like a They were going crazy.
Oh, it was so fun. It's so cool to be able to like say what you want to do and then to see it actually come to fruition. Sometimes sometimes it could be the next week. Sometimes it takes a year or 20 years. Exactly. But it's like, it's just so amazing to be able to have that experience. And I really feel like we're so similar. Like, I'm sitting here listening to you and I'm like, we are the same person.
There is a lot. But I'm going to throw one other dream out there.
Okay.
Which I've worked a fair bit on in the last little while.
Okay.
I will be releasing a movie as well.
Yes.
I did a Bollywood movie last year, but I've written this musical movie. I've written tons of songs for it as well, and like there's parts
is it about
in it
your
that,
life, or is this a completely different story that you've
that's like
dream child?
At the moment, it's an animated thing, and it makes me laugh and cry my face off as well. Some of these songs, like I started it during COVID, and it was a non-animated movie. It's just a normal movie. And then now it's become an animated thing, and I really like it. Like it pivoted a few weeks ago. I had this little ding moment, and I really love it where it's at now. And I've been crazy? What? You've done the same thing? Yeah, we're twins.
Started in COVID.
We're twins.
So it's not animated, but it's like an indie drama, but it's the same thing. I was like, I want to do something different. And I met this, my writing partner and Dana's sister. We met at we went on vacation to Antigua. Wow. And there was no one there in 2020. Nobody was traveling. So we had this whole place to ourselves, and we met them, and we started talking about our similarities and put it into a film. It's called Quiet Storm.
Good.
So it's just crazy. It's like, somebody, let's do it.
Now we got to hold ourselves accountable.
Do you have a name? Can you say the name, or is it still workshopping?
At the moment, the workshop name is Echoes of Middlegate.
I'm obsessed. Wait,
it's
okay.
Cool.
What kind of animation? Can you say all these things? I'm sorry. I'm like so excited about this right now.
I mean,
have you talked about this before?
No, not really. No.
I feel so grateful. I mean, hey, it's a safe space.
Well, it's kind of
got to put it out there.
Look, it's funny because I wrote it and then got to the end of it, and then I'm telling people the idea, and it's funny because they're like, oh, it can be about this. Sounds like it's about this. And they're bringing up some world political event that's on. And then someone else will go, oh, is it about this other like political mess or this other? And it's not at all. It's actually just about the age-old thing that's always existed since the dawn of man, I'm sure, which is prejudice. And
of course,
and it's these characters that I'm developing, even visually still developing. The only thing I'll give away is there's scruffies and dappers. So scruffies are they've got long hair and they're scruffy, and my first dog that I ever owned was named Scruffy, and we loved that dog. And they're downcast, like the plan is to try and eradicate scruffies because they're dirty and they're like ew.
And so they touch my boot.
They live underground, and the dappers live above ground, but they're super clean, short hair. Like my dog who you met gets his haircut up the road from. It's called a dapper dog.
Oh my gosh, I love this! I love it.
So it's like the appearance is the thing that kind of creates the judgment, and it's all centered around Manny, who's the main character, who's a singer who's way too good for Middlegate. It's called Middlegate because it's in between two like subway stations.
Okay, nice.
And they watch the all the above ground people go past in the trains with envy, and they've got to hide, and it's hard to summarize, but the songs are beautiful. Oh my gosh!
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Can we exchange scripts?
Yeah.
I would love to read it. I would love to read it. I would love for you to read mine.
When I'm finished writing, because right now I haven't even scripted the dialogue properly yet for each scene. It's just like the synopsis and the songs.
So you have the feeling. You got the feeling there. Now you just have to get the dialogue.
But the synopsis is like I'm like,
this is so exciting. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah.
How fun. Look, another spark. You have another spark.
There we go.
The
movie,
film.
yes.
That's so dope.
Use that instead of golf.
No, I think it's great. We can have multiple sparks, okay?
Yes.
There's lots of things that I love to do, but that was something that I was like, I would love to
I can't wait to hear about yours.
Thank you. I'll send it to you because we've got it to a really good place.
You do. Yes,
but I think you're like, we are working on the musical part though. So
flick me some scenes and I'll write some things.
I love that. Is there anything else you would like to share with the audience? No, anything else you'd like to say?
I just love that we've got to do this. I love we've got to hang.
Same.
It's been way too long. You are a exceptionally kind and sweet person with a ridiculous talent, and it's an honor to be on.
Thank you.
What do you officially call it? What's your spark? It's an honor to be on What's Your Spark. Thank you for having.
You're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, well, Guy, thank you so much for being on and for letting us use your space. I really appreciate it. I feel like this was the best way to do it, to be honest.
This was very good. This was very easy. I know I keep looking back to make sure it's still recording.
No, we need a good, hey, look, I just sing and talk in the mic. The techie stuff is not my thing. Maybe you can teach me at some point.
Oh, no. I mean, that would be my worst nightmare. Jordin coming all the way to Sydney. I'll be like, I got you. I can engineer. I'll record the audio. And then you're like,
I would love that.
It didn't work.
It didn't work.
Yeah.
No, okay, we're not going to say that. Everything is going to work.
It's good. I can see visuals.
But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Your family is lovely. Thank you for welcoming me into your home.
It's a pleasure.
And thank you for coming to sing with me, because you told me you have features with almost everybody on the lineup.
It was funny on that lineup. There was you, Tiny Temper. I've done a song with Eve. I did a song with
So I'm grateful that we got to sing our song together. You had a lot of choices. Thank you guys for listening to this episode of What's Your Spark. I think my takeaway is do what you love. Do what you love. Do it with integrity, and really figure out the things that matter to you and keep that your priority. And if you do all things in love, it'll come back to you tenfold. So I will see you guys next week on What's Your Spark. See you then.